Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Power or Might. I, Jonathan Coachman, here with Mike today, and with Wade Barrett. And today on Power or Might, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday on on Collision or Hit. Yesterday on Collision or Hit, we saw we saw um, we saw Zia Lee beat Harry Potter and keep her TWF 24/7 winnings. And even though Harry Potter put in a big fight, Harry Potter was out of luck when it came to winning the TWF 24/7 winnings. Well, yes, you got that right, Mike. Today says Jonathan Coachman. Harry Potter did hope to put in the time, and he hoped that he would become the TWF 24/7 fighter. But sadly, it did not work out. No shame on that, because Zia Lee is one wrestler that's hard to beat. I'll tell you right now, Jonathan. I'll tell you right now, Wade Barrett says, the way I look at it, I think Zia Lee, is unbeatable and unstoppable and unyieldable. Then again, Harry Potter, well, he should have known if it was, he didn't know witchcraft or spellcraft or whatever it was. That was the only way that he was going to beat Zia Lee and become the two-time TWF 24/7 fighter. Well, we'll have to see about that, Jonathan Coachman says. We'll have to see if there's any truth to it. Well, here comes Harry Potter walking into the ring now, Jonathan Coachman says. Some folks would think that I'm crazy to think that I should be having another match again with Zia Lee. They would say, "Oh, the meaning of madness is doing something over and over again," and then thinking that the shift out would be on like. But at the end of the day, I know that I can beat Zia Lee. I know I can become the two-time TWF 24/7 fighter. And I know that can happen. One way or the other, I know that can happen, though. And here is Zia Lee walking into the ring now. Harry, I onlook your boldness. And I do think that it's worth saying that if you're going to fight someone, at least fight someone who's got the boldness and fearlessness to keep on fighting, to come back every time they lose. So if you want to have another match with me for my TWF 24/7 winnings, then by all means, let's do it. But I'm not going to oath you that you're going to beat me. Oh, come on. But you're not going to beat me or anything. Hi, Mimi. I want to see Scott. There you go. But I'm not going to oath you that it's going to end well. Well, we'll see about that. Get the fight keeper in the ring, and we'll see if I'm going to win the TWF 24/7 winnings back again or not. Shit. Well, someone would say that this is madness. Wade Barrett says Harry Potter knows that he's just going to lose to Zia Lee like he lost to her yesterday on Collision or Hit. Then he's going to lose to her again the same way, or he's going to lose now to Power or Might. This match is for the TWF 24/7 winnings. First, he is from England, the 4-1 Kingdom. He's Harry Potter. And she is the TWF 24/7 fighter from the Folk Reich of Eastland, Xia Li. Ding ding ding. Well, here it comes right now. And Harry Potter taking down Xia Li. Harry Potter, the 24/7 winnings was the first strap Harry Potter won since coming to the Toy Wrestling Gathering last year or 2025 while though. And the 24/7 winnings, another body slam is that one strap that Xia Li has had a death hold on since she came to the Toy Wrestling Gathering at the end of 2023 while. Mike Adam, I'll tell you what now, Mike today says, at the end of the day, Harry Potter is showing that you don't have to have any witchcraft or spellcraft to beat Xia Li. Wade Barrett says he's gonna have to, because sooner or later, Xia Li is gonna come back from those. I mean, he is in the ring with the TNA Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Harry Potter coming back in. Xia Li the other way. Harry Potter fell down. Xia Li hit him. Xia Li come around and whack, knocked down Harry Potter with one of her fists. A body slam. As you know, Harry Potter lost his glasses. They broke off of him months ago. But that's just what happens when you're in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Yeah, Mike today said same thing happened with Tony Schiavone. His reading glasses that someone at Jackson's made never quite fit on his Lear right. And Xia Li, knocked down Harry Potter. It's over now. Yep, we're going to watch J.K. Rowling sob over Harry Potter losing to Xia Li here today on Powerrr Might, Wade Barrett says. Would you stop saying that, Jonathan Coachman says. I don't think J.K. Rowling would have, I don't think she's worried about Harry Potter losing a match in a Toy Wrestling Gathering. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Harry's your winner. And still the TWF 24/7 fighter, Xia Li. Well, Xia Li is still the TWF 24/7 fighter. And she beat Harry Potter here today on Powerrr Might. And there's two ways you can look at this. One way, someone might doom Harry Potter and guilt him or shame him and say that it's madness to keep on wrestling and fighting the same way, knowing he's going to lose. Jonathan Coachman says. Or the other way, Mike today said some folks might say that Harry Potter's boldness and fearlessness and heart is going to one day make him a two-time TWF 24/7 fighter. Well, it hasn't happened yet, Jonathan and Mike. Harry Potter came in all bold and fearless like he is in his books and his films and whatever, and his film games. But at the end of the day, he ended up getting beat. And losing to someone in a wrestling ring isn't the same way as losing in a war of craft, like they would do when they were in Hogwarts. Yeah, Wade Barrett, you got that way of looking at it, though. So now you're going to guilt and shame Harry Potter for not beating Xia Li here today on Dynamite or Might. Now, I'm not guilting and shaming Harry Potter, but I am telling the truth that at the end of the day, Harry Potter, should have known that he wasn't going to win to Xia Li. Take it away, Michael Cole. Thank you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. I'm going to be talking with Harry Potter I'm going to be talking with Xia Li here today on Powerrr Might. Xia Li, it seems that you have a strong, healthy war, with Harry Potter. Am I right about that? First off, Michael, it is true that I do have onlook for Harry Potter. It is true that I do onlook Harry Potter for his boldness and fearlessness and his mindset and stand to never give up. That's why I like wrestling and fighting folks like Harry Potter. Because they know that losing is going to happen. But it's how you deal with losing. Now, if Harry Potter, he puts in that time, he puts in that work, one day he might beat me. But I don't think today will be that day, though. Xylee, how can you hold yourself? How can you have a death hold on the TWF 24/7 winnings on and off since 2023 YL? Because I am very good at what I do. I am not only a wrestler, I am also a fighter. And you know, at the end of the day, yes, I may have lost this here and there, but I've held it and I've been breaking all kinds of reckonings. And I have a death hold. I see the TWF 24/7 winnings as something that I am truly proud of. And yes, I maybe lose it here and there, Michael, but I will win it back. Well, that's my talk with Xylee. That's my talk with Xylee. Back to you, Jonathan Coachman. Back to you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Xylee here today on Power and Might. And that's all the time we got it for Power and Might. I, Jonathan Coachman, with Mike today and Ray Barrett, we hope you like Power and Might. And we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Moon Night Raw.